Welcome back to Dorothy's Kitchen. Today we are on day 5 of our 30 days of pumpkin recipes. And this is a good one, folks. Pumpkin spice oat waffles. Bit of a mouthful, but they are sure delicious. They're my family's favorite waffles. And they're pretty healthy too. You can use oat flour, or you could even use whole oats if you wanted to. It just provides a little bit of a different texture, but it's still very good. These are our favorite. If you haven't tried these oats before, give them a try. They're from Costco, from the 1 Degree Organic Food Company. They are amazing. I eat them every day for breakfast. They're so delicious. We're gonna start by jumping right into our waffles. Here we go. Dry ingredients, I weighed this out. This is our flour. This is 1.5 cups of flour, and I'm just using regular all-purpose flour. After that, I will add my 1 cup of blended oats, which is just oat flour. I make it myself, very simple to make. I just whiz it up in my blender. No other ingredients necessary. It's a great little tip. Probably a lot cheaper than buying oat flour too. And then our next homemade ingredient, which is our pumpkin spice mix that we made a couple days ago here on our channel. Check that out. We're gonna use 2 teaspoons of our pumpkin spice mix. And this is good. This has a combination of 5 spices blended in. Very simple to make. Again, you know what's in it, so it's a great choice. No extra preservatives or anything like that, so very, very good. Lastly, we're going to add our baking powder. This is 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Next, for our liquid ingredients, we're starting off with 3 eggs. So we have our 3 eggs. Then you can use whatever kind of milk you want. I've tested this recipe with oat milk. You could probably use almond milk as well. This today is 2% milk, which is also very good. 1 3/4 cups of milk, a milk of choice for you. And then, of course, our pumpkin puree. And you can make your own pumpkin puree too, or you can use canned. If you're making pumpkin puree, make sure that you find a pie pumpkin. And these are pie pumpkins. I picked some up this weekend at our local grocery store. They even say on them pie pumpkin. They're smaller. They're a very sweet variety. They're specifically bred to be sweeter and tastier for baking. So make sure you find the pie pumpkins. They're also very good for stews and soups, which we're gonna try those too. Okay, lastly, for our liquid, actually 2 things left. We're gonna use olive oil. That's 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. We're using 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And that's it. Oh, our waffle iron is heated up to temperature, and that's perfect timing. So what I'm gonna do is blend up our liquids and then add them into our dry ingredients. And I'm gonna use an electric mixer to make it a little bit faster. So the length of time for your waffle iron will depend on your particular iron and how that works. But for me, it's about 5 to 6 minutes. One more ingredient that you can choose to add or not, but because I'm making these for my kids today, I'm gonna add this in. I'm going to put in 1/4 cup, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, just to give it a little extra sweetness. You can definitely omit the sugar. Don't need it because pumpkin is quite sweet on its own. And then we're gonna top this with either some ice cream or maple syrup and fruit, so you don't have to put the sugar in. I'm gonna clean up and then I'll show you how I do the waffle iron. We have our beautiful mixture here. I have used this waffle iron for so long. We got it when we were married, which was not yesterday, but it's so great because you can adjust it and it beeps when it's done. So it's a very handy feature, but I'm gonna put it on a very low setting, between a 1 and a 2, because with pumpkin, it cooks very quickly. And as it cooks, it turns even more brown. So I'm gonna keep these from turning too brown. I'm just gonna put about 4 ladles into my waffle maker. It makes 4 waffles at a time. And this will take about 5 minutes or so. Here's the final result of our pumpkin spice waffles. These are so good. You can see sort of the varying shades of color. That's because I do some a little more well done than others. but it really makes a difference how long you cook them, what color they will become. Some of my kids like them more well done. These work so good, popped in the toaster, and make a very quick breakfast for my kids. So it's a great idea to have on hand, a little bit of meal prep. So hope you enjoy these delicious pumpkin spice waffles. Tune in tomorrow for some monkey bread.